Alright guys, if you wanted to see how I made that video or that picture on Facebook with me and like sitting in 5 different places, what you're going to end up using is this app called Photoshop Mix, as you can see here in the top left. So I'll go ahead and click on that, and you will need to hit the plus button. And then you're going to add images. So what needs to happen is that your images, as you can see here, they're all taken from a singular camera location, and you need to have the camera in one spot, and it helps to have the right or the same lighting. I think as I did this, it got darker and the images got brighter in certain spots. So make sure your camera is in one spot. It doesn't work if someone's holding the camera because it shakes back and forth. It'll make it really difficult to line up the pictures. But if you want to make it super easy on yourself, put it in a location, on a music stand, on a shelf, just lay it and then take the pictures like really light tap or whatever. What I did, I just had a Canon camera where it connects to Wi-Fi and I can remotely take the pictures, which made it easy for me. Otherwise, this would have been very difficult to do. So what you need to do is click on the first photo that you want to add. So I'm going to put in the bottom right photo, and then that's all I have to do with this one. The next thing I'm going to do is on the right hand side, I'm going to hit the plus button, and I'm going to add a layer. I'm going to add another image, and I'm going to go to the top right. I tried putting in the bottom left too, but it was too close, and I'll talk more about that in a second. So I put the next one in, and then you'll see how this one overlayers the other picture because it's on top. What ends up happening, you click on the bottom, click cutout, and then this will pop up. You can either use the Smart tool at the bottom, and you want to make sure Add is highlighted on the left-hand side, and then all you're going to do is you're going to select yourself and highlight yourself. And you want to make it as even as possible. If your images are too close, what ends up happening is the background will like blend itself in onto the next photo, and you don't want that to happen. So make sure you space yourself out enough as you're taking your pictures. So you can select as much as you want. I'm not going to be interfering with another picture, so that's good. And then I just click the check mark in the bottom right, and then boom, there I am. Then the next thing is to get the next layer, just hit the plus button on the right hand side again. You click on image, and then you click the next photo that you want to add. So I'll pick the one of me in the chair, and then again just click cutout, make sure Add is highlighted, and then circle yourself. If you add too much and you're like, oh, I highlighted myself or I'm way over here, what you'll need to do is you'll need to hit subtract, and then obviously just make sure it's checkered out again, and then it won't interfere. So I need more foot, so I just highlight that and then check. Boom. For example, I'm going to get rid of the picture I just added, and if I hit the plus button and click on image, and I put the one that's me on the floor, and I cut it out, and I highlight it, so then I'm going to show up on the floor there in the overall picture. If I try to add myself in the chair again, and I cut it out, and I get my foot in there, and I click the check mark, my foot is now, and the carpet is like surrounding myself. One quick fix with that is that I can click and hold the mix layer. So this is the one me on the floor that you see me wiggling on the right. I can lift that up and put it on top of the current one, and then my foot will disappear. But as you can see, now my leg's missing. So you got to make sure you're cutting out what you need. So in this case, if I wanted to keep myself where I am, I can click on the layer of me on the floor, go to cutout again, and then I need to subtract the extra chair that is there. And then you can use the basic tool too, which will allow you to be a little bit more careful with what you're highlighting. Hit the click check button, and there I'm a little bit better, but I still have some gray area. But that gives you a head start. My biggest tip is make sure you're really spaced out as you're doing this photo, and it makes it super easy. So it's Photoshop Mix. I hope you enjoy.